What's up, guys? I hope everyone's doing well. I bet you thought I'd run out of ideas for loadouts. Well, guess again, because today we're looking at the loadouts of some competitive players in TF2. All of these loadouts are from some of the top players who play 6v6 and Highlander in TF2. A lot of you might say, when you look at the players that I've chosen, CJ, why didn't you pick this guy on this class? He's better than the person you've chosen. Well, I've just decided to go some of the favourite players that I enjoy watching personally. And to be honest, they're all on my friends list already, so it was just easier that way to find out the loadouts. But in the future, if you like this video, then I might do some more players from the competitive scene, do their loadouts as well. Give me some ideas, and I can kind of request some friend requests out there to see the loadouts of some players I maybe don't know personally. But enough chit chat, let's get down to the loadouts. And of course, as always, we're going to start with the Scout, and I've chosen Thalash. Now, Thalash has been very prominent in both Sixes and Highlander. You'll probably know him for his supposed beef with another player in the community. But in 6v6, he reached the grand final of I-58 with full tilt. He also made the final of ESA Rewind back in January of 2017. But he has won LANs, he's won DreamHack, and also recently won I-61 with 7. In Highlander, he's also played a lot with me on Strong Opinions. He's actually the most successful player in Europe. He's won the Premiership title 6 times. 3 with his first team, SNSD, and 3 with my team at Strong Opinions. And in both game modes, he's picked up a bunch of awards, Scout of the Season, Off-Classer of the Season, stuff like that. And his loadouts are... well, this is his loadout. This is his loadout. He runs that nice, shiny scattergun. I always know him from running the Winger for that maneuverability. I'm not sure if he does anymore. Did actually loan him my my Unusual for I-61. So if you ever watch the I-61 VODs and you see the games with Thalash and you see that, that's my pistol that he's using. And of course the Boston Basher to help with those building. And all of his cosmetics here, on his loadout, he's got them all painted white. His Batter's helmet is actually an unusual one. He has a Burning Flames version. Very expensive indeed. Again, painted white with the weight room warmer and the snowing, which came from the recent winter collection. Now, he's recently told me that he's no longer wearing this, and instead he's wearing this. Now, this is my genuine Insomnia 61 participant from playing at the I-61 tournament this year in August. But of course, Thalash has got a winner's medal, and he uses that one. So maybe we can like superimpose it onto there so you can see what it would look like. But yeah, that is the loadout for our Scout, which is Thalash. On to Soldier, and it's a teammate of Thalash's, which is Captain. Captain plays Pocket Soldier for the Team 7. He's won the TF2 Premiership 6's title with his team for 6 seasons in a row, which has to be close to some sort of record. He's also finished 2nd and 3rd. He's played a lot of LANs. He finished 3rd at I-55 with Reason Gaming. A year later, he came back with the team Crowns and won it, I-58. And then again this year, I-61 made it back-to-back wins with 7 at I-61. He's also won DreamHack with his teams. I think they were known as Crowns back then. And he's also the 5th highest awarded player in 6v6 in Europe of all time. And the only one who's actually still actively playing TF2 competitive. So there we go. But this is his loadout. He does play Pocket Soldier. But these days the meta is generally to use gunboats. So we've got the original. He uses original. This is just my version that's renamed. But he prefers to use that center shooting rocket launcher. Also the gunboats. And of course the escape plan, help you get in and out quickly without being noticed. Onto his cosmetics, and he says he's a simple guy. He's got the genuine Horus. He's also got the Cuban Bristle Crisis. I was going to say Cuban Bristle. That's that's not how you say it at all. Cuban Bristle Crisis. And then onto the body, he's got the Antarctic Parker. So there we go. For Soldier, we have Captain from the Netherlands. If you want to use his loadout, that is what he uses. Quite an affordable loadout, actually. I think one of the most affordable loadouts. On to Pyro. We have our first Highlander class, and it's Steve. I've gone with Steve. He's a Polish Pyro. He's regarded by most people in the community as the greatest Pyro of all time. Okay, so he's won UGC Platinum 3 times with 3 different teams. ETF12 Premiership 4 times, which is second only behind Thalash, who we saw earlier. He's won that with 2 different teams. And between Season 5 and Season 12, that's what 8 seasons. He played in the top tier every season in Premiership, and he finished in the top 3 every single time. During this period, when awards started in Season 5, he was awarded Pyro of the Season every single time. He dominated the class, and everyone always regarded him as the best Pyro every single season. That's made him the highest awarded Highlander player ever. But onto his loadout, excuse me. He told me very specifically that he loves the Degreaser still, even after the Degreaser nerf. He still loves the Degreaser. He loves the switch speed and stuff like that. So he's still very much a Degreaser player. Runs the shotgun as well and the power jack. This is his favourite loadout, and he's used it for as long as I can remember. And despite all the changes, despite all the buffs and nerfs to various weapons, he is still the old Degreaser shotgun combo. Onto his loadout for the cosmetics, and he has a bone dome. Now, his version of the bone dome, he's got a Haunted Ghosts one. Very nice hat indeed, Haunted Ghosts. He used to have a Nappers, okay, and I actually traded him for it. Haunted Ghosts, there we go. He used to have a Haunted Ghosts snapper, but now he has a Haunted Ghosts bone dome. Onto his body, he's got the Crusaders get-up. This is from the Gargoyle collection, nice assassin grade item. And he's also got the Firefly, which is, well, it speaks for itself. It actually goes really well with the bone dome. I mean, when you look at it, it looks like one single cosmetic to me, but it's not. It's actually the 2 separate ones. So for me, that works really, really well. So that's the loadout for Steve the Pyro. Demo now, and I've chosen Ali. He's been well known as one of the best jumpers in the game for many years. He's got lots of videos on his YouTube channel for jumping around those jump maps as a demo man with some really fast times. In competitive, he shot into the limelight, reaching the final of I-58 with full tilt. He was on the same team as the Lash. He won DreamHack the same year and reached the final of ESAA Rewind with 7. Most recently in I-61, he played for the team Swift alongside the likes of Ast and Benny, and again he reached the grand final with his team. During all of this time, he's also won loads in ETF2 World. He's won ETF2 World Premiership with 7. He's picked up Demo Man of the Season award for the past 4 campaigns, and during that time he was also given Best Player of the Season award, the MVP. He's also picked up a handful of UGC and ETF2 World titles in Highlander as well, playing for Strong Opinions, as well as winning Deutschland in 2016. For his loadout though, we've just gone for like a default loadout here. I think he might use the Iron Bomber now, as most demos do. But whenever I played with him, I've always known him for just, the default weapons. And onto the sign here, yeah, I've got the Papa Carlos sign. For those of you who subscribe to my Twitch channel, you'll know all about that little meme face. He has got a sign, but he's instead got the face of King Raja on it. Not entirely sure why, but he's always got this sign and he's got King Raja's face on it, the YouTuber. So that's what I always seem to see him using. Onto his cosmetics, he's got a Max's Severed Head on the top. He also runs the Danger-esque too. Now, I've only got 2 pairs of these. I've got a gold one and I've got a pink one. He uses white. His entire cosmetic loadout is white, but unfortunately I couldn't trade for another pair of the glasses because achievement items are no longer tradable. You can't wrap them up with gift wrap anymore. That doesn't work. And finally onto the beard, he has got the Allfather, which is pretty much all class now. Pretty much wear it on most classes these days. So he's got a nice little, just imagine that the glasses are white, and that is Ali's loadout. Onto heavy now. Got another Highlander class, and I've chosen Carl for heavy. Carl plays for the team Dunning-Kruger Effect, which has won the last 4 UGC Highlander seasons. It's got a record of 43 wins and only 4 losses in the past 4 campaigns. DK have pretty much dominated the NA scene for quite some time, and Carl's been a real focal point of that. He's been regarded as one of the best heavies in his region, and he showed the rest of the world he was capable of it too by winning the ETF2 World Nations Cup in 2017. This is a competition that puts countries against each other, everyone of the same nationality representing their country, and Carl was captain of the USA team as they ended up winning their 2nd title. For his loadout though, he says he's pretty vanilla guy, loves running the regular stock minigun, just a nice little sandwich, nothing too gimmicky there, and he's got the Fists of Steel. He said that he prefers to use those over the GRU and the Eviction Notice, which have been pretty much nerfed following the Jungle Inferno update. Onto his cosmetics, he uses the Summer Shades. He did tell me they were painted white. Sorry guys, mine are painted lime, But just imagine they're white. Just imagine, just a little bit of imagining with the colours today, guys. His pair are white. He also said he uses the his UGC Highlander Platinum First Place medal. He said the Season 20 version. Fortunately, when he was winning the NA version of UGC, I was winning the European version. So I do have a winner's medal of myself. So that's the medal he uses, exactly like that. It doesn't actually differentiate between NA or EU on the medal. So it's exactly that medal. And he also wears the heavyweight champ. Sees him as the champion of the heavies. So he's got that nice belt to show off to the world. Engineer now, and I have another American, is Spamfest. Spamfest has been regarded as one of the best engineers in NA for a long time. He's won UGC Platinum titles with 3 different teams, Street Hoops Esports, Menace to Society and Dunning-Kruger Effect, who have all in their own times dominated the scene. He's also part of the USA teams at the 2014 and 15 Nations Cup campaigns when they ended up reaching the quarterfinals, and he returned in 2017 to help America win and get victory over Denmark in that final of this year. Onto his loadout, and I've just gone with a nice little engineer loadout. This is what, engineer weapons are very situational. Depends what you're going to be doing. You're going to be defending on payload, attacking on payload, going for, some big frags on King of the Hill, who knows. But his cosmetics, we've got the Cross Linkers Coil here, which you've got different styles. I've just gone with the no hat, no headphones one. Just goes onto the top there. It says he also uses the mining light, which is, it shows kind of the mining hat there, but it's basically just the light that goes on top of your hat, so it goes on top of the Crosslinkers coil here. Also says that it uses a UGC Winners Medal, and I thought, well, we saw the Season 21 on Carl, so let's go for a slightly older one for Spamfest, because he didn't specify which one he used. And he has got a lot of them. So we've gone for the one of Season 18. So UGC Highlander Platinum First Place from Season 18, which is a different style. As you can see, it's different to the Season 20 version. For Medic, we're back to Europe now. We're back to a 6's main. And I've gone for Raymond. He's regarded by many as one of the best medics of all time in TF2. And this is backed up by the fact he's won Medic of the Season in ETF12 for the past 3 seasons. He's pretty much seen as the medic to aspire to of the current generation. He's represented the legendary Epsilon Esports back in the day, a few years ago. But he's probably better known for his time at Crowns and 7, where he's won 3 ETF12 Premiership titles and back-to-back I-Series lands. He won I-58 and more recently I-61, where he had some insane plays there as well. Onto his loadout, we're just going to go on to, basically, this is the default medic loadout. If you're playing 6's, crossbow, medigun, Ubersaw. But I was told very specifically, Australian medigun. He uses that golden medigun. We can just see it there on the class. And on the cosmetics, it's looking very butch there, with a hot dog on his head. His hot dogger, though, is in fact green energy. So he's got a green energy hot dogger. I've just got the unique one here. If you want to try and copy that at a budget price. We've got the Burly Beast. It's one of the assassin grade items from the Creepy Crawly collection, which was one of the more recent. It was Halloween 2016. And finally, the Physician's Procedure Mask, just regularly left white. But that is Raymond's medic loadout. For Sniper, I had a difficult choice. I thought, do I go for a 6's player that is well known for getting, big off-classing moments? Did consider Thalash for this spot. Or do I go for a Highlander sniper, someone who main sniper? In the end, I went for Boar. Boar has been a part of the same Dunning-Kruger Effect team that has won the past 4 NA UGC Platinum seasons. In NA, he's regarded as one of, if not the best sniper in the league. And he showed his prowess to everybody else as well in the Nations Cup for the USA in 2017, where he's undoubtedly one of the players of the tournament. He put on dominating performances almost every game, just getting in huge frags all the time. Also plays an ESEA invite as well in his native NA, playing as a scout and obviously getting those off-class opportunities onto Sniper. But he's also played in ETF12. He's played in the Premiership Division for my team, Strong Opinions. He won Sniper and Overall Player of the Season back in Season 12. So he's definitely one of the best snipers in the world. This is his loadout, and he told me, go gold. Always got to go gold, baby. He's got the Australian sniper rifle, and he said, for the secondary, he says it depends on the situation. He said, but if I have to, just go for something, it would be the Australian SMG. And he said his loadout would not be complete if it didn't have the ham shank. He says he loves his ham. Okay, so, maybe that's related to the fact his name is Boar and pigs, ham. I don't know. I'm going to have to ask him about that because I'm genuinely interested. But he said always uses the ham. And his loadout is pretty simple. He runs the Cheater's Lament. Maybe just to show to people he's not hacking. He's an angel. He's just extremely good at the game. He also uses the Bushman's Bristles. Now, of all the cosmetics available, it's one of the most expensive, unique ones here, probably because it is a limited one. It's from the Winter 2014 collection, so slightly more scarce than most of the unique items on show here today. And he also said he runs a UGC medal, winner's medal, so I've gone for the Season 21, which he won with DK a few seasons ago. So that's our sniper, that is Boar. And one more class to go. Finally, the Spy. And for me, there was only one choice. It was going to have to be Toast. Toast is regarded as one of the best spies ever in the game. Became well known for his ambassador play and dominating performances in Europe. With strong opinions, he's won 3 ETF2L Premiership titles, 2 in UGC Platinum, and of course he won Deutschland in 2016, top fragging in an insane final. He's also been awarded Spy of the Season a record 4 times. He's also won the overall Player of the Season in Season 11, the only Spy to ever done that, and that's made him the 3rd highest awarded player in the history of Highlander. But for his loadout, maybe this has changed now after the Jungle Inferno update, but I thought we'd go for vintage Toast. And when I say vintage, I mean Ambi and Deadringer. This is actually a mistake. Shouldn't be there. He always runs the Festive Ambassador. He always runs that black version of the Ambassador, which has got, I think, over 200,000 kills on it now. It's an insane amount. He uses the Spicicle most of the time as well. Just flick between knives, but most often the time I see him playing, it's using the Spicicle. Deadringer is as well. Ambi and Deadringer was always his choice of playstyle with the Sapper. Onto the loadout, he runs the Magistrate's Mullet and the Party Phantom. Now, these 2 items are unusual on his loadout. You can just go for the regular versions if you want. I'm not sure if I have a regular Phantom. Oh, I do. I saw it there. Ah, there it is. So if you just want to go for the regular one, you can just get a unique version of this and a unique version of this. But his loadout actually has a combination of Burning Flames and Cloudy Moon. So probably the most expensive unusual combo that we've seen on these comp players today. So if you do want to just go for the unique ones, it's not too bad. But if you want to go for the unusual version, you want to copy out Spy's loadout of Toast, you're going to have to get a Burning and a Cloudy Moon. He did used to have Scorching, which was why I put my Scorching one there, because I thought it's kind of what he used to look like. But Burning and Cloudy Moon. And finally, he says he takes one of his Highlander medals. We've got 3 winners medals, Season 9, 10 and 11. And he says he uses one of those for the final slot on his cosmetics loadout. So there we go, guys. Those are 9 players who are pretty much dominating players, extremely good players on their class. They've done so much for their teams and their countries, and they've won so many awards. So I hope you enjoyed looking at these players, looking at their loadouts, and maybe if there are any players that you admire as well, you can now copy their loadouts. Please let me know if you like the video, guys. If you like it, I can always do more. I can always do more comp players, and we can try and cover as many top players as we can. But for now, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.